No? Oh, no. Hey man, so you got it on this time.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, and I know it's a bit odd. As it is, I'm using this new phone because my old phone broke down, and then it's how it goes with technology. You have to then try and do a lot of catch-up work, but it's a bit of a work in progress. So as it is, it feels weird without any headset, but anyway, it is what it is. Before we go to the IPL table, what are your thoughts on these pitches, man? They started off really nice, and now they're getting a bit messy. Like yesterday's match was a contrast. One match where it was as Gaurav Kapoor would say, a snowfest, and the other one was a road, as Michael Vaughan would say. So, what are your thoughts on these pitches overall, man? I'm not saying pitches should be standardized, but I would prefer 150 being the competitive scores in these mid 130s. It's not really good viewing, man.
Well, we saw two contrasting games yesterday, as you said. We saw one that was an absolute belter
Hmm.
that could have went either way, and it
Hmm.
just took a brilliant over from, you know, uh, one of India's up and coming stars, for the
Hmm.
future. Uh, Ashdeep, what an over that was. I mean, brilliant, brilliant bowling, absolutely brilliant bowling
Hmm.
at the death. And then we saw one game, I'm sorry to use this word, but
Hmm.
that was an absolute choke. It was a choke. It was a
Hmm.
bottle.
Hmm.
I mean, that is really unacceptable. I mean,
Hmm.
to not be chasing 155 and then you have so many wickets in hand. I
Yeah.
mean, that was absolutely it was awful to watch. I mean, to say the least, from
Hmm.
LSG. I mean, they, their tactics were absolutely shocking, and
Hmm.
especially KL Rahul. KL Rahul, the captain, needs to take blame for this. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't care if you're the top scorer, but I mean, 68 of 63 deliveries. I mean, that's 50 over stuff. That's 50 over stuff, and this is a T20 game.
Yeah.
So their pitch was very, very poor yesterday. I felt they missed a
Hmm.
trick there. I felt they
Yeah.
should have put Stoinis up the order,
Yeah.
get these runs ASAP. I was doing their bowlers did so well. So that was actually a bit of a shocker for me to see a score like that not
Hmm.
being chased. And when we've seen scores like in the margins of 200, 190, 200 being taken down so easily, we've seen this in the IPL. I mean, and a score like that,
Hmm.
absolutely shocking. I mean, credit to GT. I mean, the way they bowl, but
Hmm.
there's a lot of soul searching for this LSG outfit, eh? After that performance. So you were
Yeah.
talking about the pitches. I mean, look, I honestly speaking, I think, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of games, but the ones that I have watched, there is something in it for those bowlers, eh? Especially with that new ball. I think once that power play is over, I think it gets a little bit more tricky where the bowlers will have to, uh, kind of, what can I say? Uh, they've got to try and dry up the runs in the sense where
Hmm.
with that new ball, and I've seen some of those pitches, especially the Punjab game with RCB, the ball was doing a lot in the first few overs. It was doing a lot.
Hmm.
and thereafter it's all about trying to cut the runs down and stuff. So to be honest with you, we're talking about the pitches. Yeah, I mean, it started off very well. I mean, there was a lot of high scores, but I think it's going to dry up now. It is going to dry up. You're going to get those 160, 170 that are going to be very competitive scores.
Yeah, I don't mind 170, but these low 130 pitches are not good for the game. Although I would probably say the batsmen not applying themselves. They become so used to batting, they're not able to grind it out. Pardon?
I just want to say, yesterday had nothing to do with the pitch. That was just poor batting from LSG. It didn't have much to do with the pitch, to be honest with you.
No. LSU should have won that. I mean, that's inexcusable. But I'm saying in general, like they started making these low 130s. Fine. I mean, they're probably not applying themselves, getting to that 140. I mean, they side have forgotten that if you see a pitch that's not a road, 150 is still a competitive score, or even 140. I mean, if you look at the Kolkata game, I mean, I don't know how Delhi was trying to make themselves lose that match. I think they just got lucky because KKR missed a few stumpings, and then KKR could have won that. How embarrassing defending 120.
Well, I think the problem with Delhi it's more to do with confidence. I think the confidence level is so low. The confidence level is so low that they obviously bet with a lot of anxiety going on in that camp where even with a low score. I mean, we talk about winning becomes a habit, losing also becomes a habit, and it takes a lot to get over that line and get that first win, and then obviously break that that duck. Well, finally they did get a win against your team. I mean, I actually thought your team were favorites, but after the magic, I think it hasn't been very good for KKR.
Let's look at the table quickly. We have about 5 teams at 8 points. Then the surprise package there before I get to that one. Okay, Rajasthan is number 1, Lucknow number 2, Chennai number 3, Gujarat number 4. The 5th one is surprise, Punjabis. They're all on 8 points. The Rajasthan Royals are only ahead with net run rate 1.043, and then you have the next 2 teams on 6 points, which is RCB and Mumbai, and then you have the next 2. You have Kolkata and Sunrise on 4 points, and then you have Delhi on 2 points. And the way they try to lose that match, they don't even deserve any points, but that's just my opinion. I think if Kolkata didn't drop those dumping chances. So anyway, that's another story for another time. So yeah, man, who would have thought Punjab would have been equal with these people, man, being on 8 points. Although Punjab has played 1 game extra than RCB, so that could also change. And then even Gujarat could overshadow Punjab because they also played 1 game less than Punjab. But anyway, it's good for Punjab to do better this year.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but Punjab have always been good starters. But they haven't been good finishers. When it comes to the second half of the season, they kind of collapse, and that is why they don't qualify for playoffs. So I wouldn't read too much into this result at the moment because I think Punjab, as much as there was a fantastic win for them yesterday, they're kind of an inconsistent side.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the business end of the competition, that's where they go missing. But having said that, I think I was very impressed with the captaincy of Sam Curran yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought the way he marshaled his bowlers was absolutely brilliant. So if I look at this Punjab side, they're a dangerous side on paper. And if I look at their batting, they got batting right down to 8-9. So they've got a lot of depth in their batting, and a bowler like Arshdeep that can swing the ball into you and away from you. That left arm sort of angle. He's going to be dangerous. So they do have a good base to work with. The only one issue with them is probably the spin department. They don't have very good spin bowlers in that sense. They seem not too bad, but I'd like to see towards the back end how they do perform. To be fair to you, it's been a bit of an inconsistent IPL for a lot of teams so far. I think a lot of teams, after playing in neutral venues for so long, they've gotten back to venues, so they all trying to adapt to home conditions. So that's been the challenge.
Yeah, and
also,
No, I was just gonna say quickly that some of the home conditions haven't been suited in the home team, so that makes it worse. That's just my two cents on it.
Well, I mean, some of those grounds are very difficult to defend on as well. I mean, if you look at
Mm,
RCB's ground, absolute nightmare
mm,
to defend on those kind of grounds there.
mm,
I think chasing is always a better option there in Bangalore. But there's two crucial games today that both teams.
yeah,
I mean, teams are really chasing points today. So yeah, we can go through it.
yeah. I was just gonna get to that. Thanks, man, for getting me into that segment. Okay, it's your team against the Rajasthan Royals. Honestly, I don't follow. I'm not big fan of these two teams, but if I have to choose between the two, I will support your team.
Yeah, it's a massive game. This is a massive game for RCB, and I think
Yeah,
the one
and
good
if
thing
your
about
team
RCB is that
win, it keeps my team hopefully in the race. Actually, no, I'm lying. If Rajasthan win, it probably keeps my team in the race. But I don't like Rajasthan much, so hopefully your team wins. It'll probably make my team wake up if you win. Actually, hmm, yeah. And also, Australia
yeah,
playing at home, so maybe yeah, that's nice.
yeah. I mean, early kickoff. I think RCB do well with these early starts. I don't think they
Okay.
do very well when it comes to the night games, which we've
Hmm.
seen so far. But these early starts obviously help them. I don't know why, but they seem to get lucky in these early starts. So fingers crossed that they will get the job done. I mean, the opening pair with Kohli and Faf is looking solid. My only concern is that middle order. I feel
Okay.
once you
Hmm.
get those top three, top four out, that's where
Yeah.
the problems come.
Yeah.
I don't think the middle order have much batting, to be honest with you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Order
Yeah.
been so strong so
Hmm.
far. So I just hope the middle order gets an opportunity when they do, and try and get some confidence going and get some runs. But again, if RCB were to win the toss, I won't be surprised if they decide to bowl first
Oh.
and try and chase down whatever Rajasthan put out there. But Rajasthan, another dangerous team, eh? And with that opening pair of Butler and the youngster Jaiswal, I'm actually a little bit more concerned about Butler because I know Butler when he has his day,
Yeah.
and nothing can stop him on his day.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I think
so
isn't it better
I would,
for you to? Yeah.
I the
Yeah.
one thing that's giving
Yeah.
me confidence in this game is Siraj. I think Siraj has been superb in this IPL with
Mm.
his bowling, especially ball bowling. So if he can nip
Mm.
Butler early, I think if you
Mm.
can get Butler, get Samson out, I think you go a long way to beating this Rajasthan team because a lot of their runs are dependent on these players
Mm.
as well. So
Mm.
yeah, if I mean it's the same thing with RCB as well, but I think RCB playing at home, they'll be confident. So yeah, this is going to be a tight one, eh? I I think RCB is going to win. If they chase, it's probably going to be by they'll probably be by an over to Spay or something like that.
I was
Yeah.
thinking,
So
I was thinking it's more the other way. I think you should bat first, and I tell you why. I mean, our Rajasthan Royals prefer to probably defend, I think, because they're very good defenders. So rather take that away from them. You can bat well, make a nice 200 plus score, and then you'll defend. Those should be okay. Although I know you'll have choked bowling at defending, but I think this time you'll okay. I think you'll defend it very well against Punjab, so you can take confidence from that. Oh no, not Punjab. It was Delhi. Sorry, my bad. Was it Delhi? I think with Punjab
uh,
you'll defend it very well. Yeah,
so they did obviously beat Punjab as well,
yeah, defending.
defending a
Yeah,
score.
yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah,
So
Kohli was very pumped up as captain that day. Yeah, I remember. Is Kohli
Siraj was
captaining today?
phenomenal.
Is Kohli
Siraj was
captaining today?
phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Kohli's captaining again today. Or is Faf okay to captain now?
I think Faf should be fine, and I think Faf is probably the better kind of skipper in this sense. I think he's a little bit more, cool
Yeah,
and
yeah,
cool and controlled on the pitch.
yeah, yeah,
I see the passion of Kohli. I mean, we know how passionate Kohli is.
yeah.
He really wants to win this competition. I think it's one thing
Of
that's missing, and he wants to win it.
Mm.
So I've been impressed with the opening pair. I just think maybe they need to up their strike rate at times because you don't want to be making a 50 of 42 deliveries. I think that's a bit too slow in T20.
Yeah,
I think your strike rate is going to be bang on 200, 180 to 200, and that's where you get the results
yeah.
going in T20. If you look at the way Karan batted yesterday,
Mm.
Karan was
Yeah.
so explosive the game away.
Yeah.
from Mumbai, and then Cameron Green as well. Cameron Green almost took the game away
Mm.
from Punjab. So it was a bit of a yo-yo game. And look at the way Surya batted as well. He was superb. He came on and played his shot. So that's the sort of thing you need to play. The game has evolved. The game has evolved. It's all down to numbers now, and I think you got to have a nice solid platform. You got to have a good strike. You got to put the bowlers under immense pressure in that power play. I mean, if you can get 60 or 70 in that power play, you go a long way to winning the game. So I like to see more aggressiveness from the likes of Kohli. I know Faf can do it, but I mean, I'm quietly confident we can get the job done today. Quietly confident.
Yeah. Let's go to KKR and Chennai playing. KKR is playing at home. What KKR need is a pitch that really suits them, man. Hey, the last two pitches I think they played on were really roads. I remember the one against Sunrisers, hey, that was just too batsman friendly. And then I think the other one, I haven't looked at much of the results of KKR, but yeah, they need to start winning, especially today. So hopefully if KKR do bat first, make a nice 200 plus, and then they could be okay. Well, the Chennai batting is very strong, you know. And you know what's amazing about Chennai though? They don't have the best bowling attack because of all the injuries, but yet they keep winning. So KKR have to win. There's no two way about it. If they don't win today, then I think they're out of the competition, in my opinion.
Absolutely, massive game for KKR today. This is a game where I think they have to win in the sense that they need to keep up with the pace, because if they lose another 2 or 3 games on the trot, I think it's going to be very difficult to qualify for those playoffs. I mean, they started off so well. So this has been a real dip, and I mean, to lose to Delhi of all teams, it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing. So they need this really, 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 really badly. I think they need to win this more than CSK. CSK is sitting pretty comfortable at the moment where they are. But make no mistake, if they were to lose this one today, that would be heaps of pressure on them to actually try and win maybe 3 or 4 in a row, which is not easy in this competition at all. To win 3 or 4 games on the row is not easy at all. I mean, we know the nature of T20 cricket; it's so unpredictable. So
but I guess
it's best they get the job done today at home. My one concern with this KKR outfit is their batting at times. I think if you get the main guys out, they seem to collapse. They seem to crumble in a way. I think if those players, I mean, we're talking about the Venkis and the Rinku Singhs, but this team doesn't have a lot of big names. It doesn't have a lot of experience.
No,
it's a very young team. There's a lot of youth in this team, so they're also trying to find their feet as well in this competition. So it'll be very interesting to see how they go. So I think the main thing for them is obviously to get a good start with the bat. If they're batting first, CSK, I mean, their bowling is not their strong point, but boy oh boy, they do have firepower in that batting lineup, especially that top order with Conway and Gaikwad. They've been superb. So they got to be very, very, really wary of this, because Conway, I feel, he's a bit of a run machine. He can accumulate. I mean, he's got all the shots, to cause the KKR problems. So they got to be very, very wary. If I were to pick a winner here at the moment, definitely CSK would be favorites based on form. But KKR playing at home and knowing that they need to win this game, I think they're going to come to the party today.
Of course, I think they're going to. No choice.
Yeah, I think they're going to come to the
party. Okay. But if you're okay, we'll do. Yeah.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. If you're okay with that, we can do one more, which is Delhi against Sunrisers. Sunrisers are playing at home, and these are two teams that are. Let me see. Yeah, they are the bottoms playing against each other. Yeah, man. I would go for Delhi because I like Delhi more than Sunrisers, so I support Delhi. Yeah, Delhi need to win. No choice.
It's kind of a relegation dogfight that we have in football.
Oh, gosh, you're in the relegation. I don't think there's such a thing in IPL, man.
Not the most exciting game. Not the most exciting game on paper. But who's playing at home tomorrow?
Sunrisers.
Okay, so So Sunrise is playing at home. That kind of even things out, eh? Because they've been pretty. I think at home they probably have a better chance of getting those points. Uh, Look, both teams are struggling at the moment, eh? But I think Sunrise is playing at home would probably I'd probably give them the edge there over Delhi. I think Delhi, although they won the other day, I still think there's too many things that are going wrong with this Delhi side.
Mm.
It's kind of a lack of leadership from Warner's side as well. I don't think he's the right guy to lead this team, to be honest with you. I
I
think
don't think
he's
it's the right
striking.
frame of mind, eh?
I
Yeah,
don't
I don't think it's
think
the right frame of, yeah.
uh, uh, there's a lot of pressure. There's just a lot of pressure in this Delhi side.
Mm.
Uh, this is a competition that they'll probably look back and say, you know what, this is a competition that made us, relook at things and
Yeah.
regroup. That's the kind of season they're having at the moment. But Sunrise is playing at home with that home ground. I think I'd give it to them, eh? Given how much Delhi is struggling at the moment.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get what you just said there at the end. I think you broke up there.
Yeah, I was saying Sunrise is playing at home. I'd give them. I'd probably give them the advantage here over Delhi.
Yeah, yeah,
Delhi
of
have been
course.
nowhere in terms of confidence levels. Their confidence level has been so low in this competition.
Mhm.
For a side
Yeah, but they're building.
that have actually
Yeah,
done pretty well in seasons gone by, eh?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But the bowling has been the bright spot in this competition. I think they can bowl well again and hopefully show a bit more spine with the bat. I think they can win today. It's all about mind over matter.
Definitely, definitely. I think a lot of cricket and a lot of sport is played in the mind. So the mindset is very, very important when it comes to the game. And obviously mindset brings confidence as well. And I don't think they've had that in terms of their batting, which is so important as
Mm.
well in this format. But yeah, uh, by no means are they out of it. But I would give Sunrisers the edge here, just because they're playing at home and they've obviously got a good record at home at Hyderabad, at that stadium in particular.
Yeah. Okay, I have noticed that on Tuesday it's the Titans in Mumbai. I'll be supporting Mumbai because Mumbai need to win more. And then on Wednesday is your team against my team, and your team is playing at home. So I'll be rooting for my team, of course, and that'll be us at war. Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, look, this week is really going to be the week where we're going to see a lot of movement in the table, and hopefully good movement. We don't want to see bad movement, but these games are coming thick and fast now, and we can see the teams that. I mean, if KKR win today, this
Hmm.
could give them confidence, because if they lose, I think
Hmm.
the confidence level is going to be really, really low in terms of how they want to perform for the rest of
Hmm.
the season. So yeah, I mean, I can't wait. This is going to be a very, very exciting week of IPL action, eh?
Yeah.
Starting today.
Yeah.
Starting today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was just gonna say on a final note, I'm still surprised how Super Sport were able to pull off the IPL. Because remember, you had told me that they had, lost out, and then surprise, surprise, I see it in the morning the following day they're showing IPL. Okay, wow, they did a miracle there. I don't know how they did it, but kudos to them for that. So at least we are now a happy place with IPL. Ish.
Well, I think the backlash that they received on social media probably helped that as well. They got a heavy
Okay.
backlash on social media regarding this, and I mean, absolutely crazy. I mean, the biggest broadcast of sport in not just South Africa, Africa, not being able to get rights to this competition would have been an absolute shambles for them and
Mm.
their brand as
Mm.
well. So thankfully they did get it. I did in my back of my mind think that they were going to get it. I think that was just like kind of trying to scare a lot of people in a sense. But I just hope they do renew their rights for next year, because I mean this competition is really, really important. It's a spectacle, and I mean there's so
Mm.
many South African players that are playing in this competition, so
Yeah.
it's very important that they do broadcast it. Yeah.
I think it's all a bidding process. That's why I think it was looking very pear-shaped. I think they did some magic. So anyway, hopefully the magic keeps going. And I
Yeah,
think,
yeah. Speaking of South African players, I do think De Kock needs to get an opportunity now at LSG.
yeah,
I don't
I don't know
think
what he's smoking, man.
they have to change something there if they want to get the right results going. Because I mean, what we saw yesterday was atrocious, to say the least. So I think it's time to get De Kock into that batting order, and I think him and KL Rahul did really well last year up the order
Of course.
as an opening player. So honestly,
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why he wasn't used in the first place, but I could understand because I mean he was obviously at home playing the Netherlands series, and then he flew off, and then Mayers obviously had a good run of it up the order, but I think it's time for them to try something new,
Yeah.
and they need to be a lot more aggressive because I can see KL Rahul is really letting this team down badly with his with his strike rate at the moment. It's the same thing that's happening with Warner, but we can understand Warner's issue is a lot more complicated, whereas Delhi don't have much resources, so that is why there's a lot of responsibility on Warner to hold the innings and score those runs at the rate he's scoring those runs. But with KL Rahul, I mean, that was inexcusable yesterday. So I'm sorry to say that as a captain, you're supposed to take your team home. You played almost, you batted almost the full 20 overs. And I mean, what I saw in the last 2 overs was brilliant bowling from GT, but inexcusable batting from inexcusable batting from LSG. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Obviously, I mean that what they did was worse than what Delhi did, was trying to lose. So I think they bettered Delhi's performance. So that's the only thing I gotta say. I'm not a fan of Lucknow, but I'm also a fan of good cricket. And I mean, I like Titans more, so I was happy that they won it. But oh well, Titans are known for win matches that they're not supposed to win, so that's their trademark. They did that well last year, actually. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. They win matches they shouldn't win, and they lose matches they shouldn't lose. It's a funny story with them.
Yeah, definitely. And I was really impressed with the 2 spinners, Rashid and Noor. I mean, this guy is
Rashid was
fantastic. I mean,
Rashid was crap yesterday, man. Rashid bowled Katra yesterday. That's Hindi now. Rashid was Katra yesterday. Noor was a lot better than him. I guess he's a younger bowler.
Noor was fantastic. He was
Yeah,
fantastic with the ball.
yeah.
He put that thing under a lot of pressure, but I don't think you should be under pressure chasing that kind of score total. No ways should you be under that amount of pressure.
No.
Yeah.
They just lost their brains for some reason because they had a great power play, but I don't know. Yeah. I admit the
absolute
pitch
brain
gets difficult. Yeah, I admit the pitch gets difficult, but a little bit of common sense would have gone a long way. But anyways, I'm not a fan of Lucknow, so it doesn't really bother me. I'm more bothered about KKR today. I think any final words before we wrap off? Because I know the IPL will start soon.
I'm good.
Okay. To us, let me just look at this. Okay, to our teams winning today, RCB and KKR.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's going to be a red and purple day at the IPL.
Okay, check you, man.
Cheers, man.